One thing about William Ruto and Raila Odinga in this arrangement is this. Who decampaigned Raila Odinga first to all the African heads of states? When Raila was the AU special envoy on infrastructure, one of the first things William Ruto did was to write to the AU to demand that Raila Odinga be removed as the special envoy of the AU on infrastructure. And the AU removed him. Raila actually had to stand down as the special envoy of the AU. Now, you wrote to the same body, to the same presidents, telling them this man is destabilizing my country. Then now you go back to them and ask them, can you please make this man the chairman of the same commission? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Okay. Salale, mambo yamezidi kuchemka zaidi na zaidi. Ini baada ya kujulikana kuna barua ambayo Rais Ruto aliweza kuituma ya kuweza kumharibia Raila Odinga kiti cha AU. Kabla tuendelee, usahau kusubscribe, like, utakuwa umenisaidia zaidi. Basi hivi leo kuna barua ambayo imeweza kuonekana, ama kuna mtu ambaye ni mkubwa wa serikali ameweza kuongea na kufungua ukweli na kusema kuna barua ambayo Rais Ruto aliweza kuandikia AU kuweza kuwaomba wasiweze kumchagua Raila Odinga. Kumbuka hivi juzi kumekuwa na kura ambapo Raila Odinga, mbunge wa Djibouti Mohamed, walikuwa wananyang'anyia kinyang'anyio. Haya ndio maneno aliweza kuyasema Raila Odinga.
Well, we have just been through an electoral process here at Africa Hall, where leaders of the African continent have gathered today to elect a new leader who is going to take over from the outgoing leader. I had offered myself as a candidate, and over the last few months I've run around the continent talking to leadership of the continent, canvassing for their votes. Today they have expressed themselves, and as it is now, we did not succeed. They will say that we must strengthen democracy in the African continent, and therefore myself conceding defeat, and I want us to use this as an example of strengthening democracy in our continent. Therefore, want to wish my competitor Ali Yusuf all the best. We want to wish him success in his undertaking, and we also want to thank all those members or countries who voted for me. I also want to thank those who did not vote for me, because in doing so, they were exercising their democratic right. That's how democracy should work in our continent. We should strengthen it. So I'm very grateful for the exercise here today. I thank the people. I thank the people of Africa. And to say, Viva l'Afrique libre. Thank you.
What is your reaction after this defeat at the votes? Radio France International. She's asking, what's your reaction? Radio.
Yes, for the radio. I'm saying that. Yes. Yes, I'll say that I am happy that members of the African Union gathered here today have exercised their democratic right in the elections. I've spent the last few months running around our continent, talking to leadership, and basically marketing my policies for this organization. I have had a very useful experience in our continent. And I said Africa has a great potential. Africa needs to move forward. We had great plans But as it were, the elections has been done today, and we did not succeed. Members expressed their democratic rights and voted for Mr. Yusuf. So I'm saying I accept the outcome of the vote and congratulate Mr. Yusuf for his victory today and wish him well in steering this movement forward. We want this organization of the African Union to be strong, to merge and be able to serve the people of Africa effectively. Thank you.
Mr. Prime Minister, did the East African community vote for you to a man?
I don't know, because as you know, the vote was secret ballot. So you don't know who voted and who voted against you. So I will not say, but I'm sure that most of my friends voted for me. Most of my friends voted for me. And of course, even those who voted for me are also my friends, but probably they thought otherwise. So they exercised their democratic rights.
Have you prepared yourself for such an eventuality?
Of course, when you go to a contest, there can only be two outcomes. You can win or you can lose. So this is one of them. And therefore, I'm not bitter. I'm very happy, in fact, indeed. And I'm still available to offer services to the continent in any other capacity.
Do you think the situation in the DRC might have played a hand?
I am not sure. I don't want to speculate what might have played a hand. But as it is, DRC issue remains a contentious issue. It's something that needs to be fixed as quickly as possible, because the kind of suffering that we are seeing is completely unacceptable. The wanton destruction of property, the killing of innocent people, children, women, and so on, must be stopped by all means.
Prime Minister, what's your plan now?
Of course, my plan now is I will go back home, and so many things to do back home.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. ومعجزتي مدحوينه الشيغي علبا نغا هريي نغا عود بدن نغا مال بدن نغا دد بدن نغا محان كداهي واحد دونتين راعيه هدنا الهي بايري محمود علي يوسف با غوليسن والحمد